What if you're in a bar and you accidentally have to say Bloody Mary 3 times because the bartender can't hear you, and Mary appears in the reflection in the glass? What would you do? Type 1, 2, 3 in the comments, and then your answer about what you actually would do. By the way, I need to. So that's. First off, I would like to address the fact that I'm not well. This is probably the sickest episode yet. I've been sick for like 2 weeks, and it's not over yet. It's never over. And my accent has changed since I last made an episode, and my voice is significantly lower, and I don't know. It doesn't even sound like me. But welcome to the 27th episode of the Clip This podcast. You are watching, you are listening, and you are a total schmuck for even being here. No, I'm just kidding. You are one of a few organisms taking part of this conversation. That's taking part on the 1st of May of all days, midday on 1st of May. Now there we have some exquisite bars for the people who like the bars to be dried out in the sun and be a little bit soggy once they bury their teeth into them. Those bars, and that's something that isn't for everyone. But this podcast isn't for everyone, or I would like it to be, but it's just not. So weather report, as always. The fun segment that we do that is too entertaining for people to understand what we're actually doing, and it's cloudy, it's rainy, and it looks kind of cold. Even though it's spring at the moment, I would not recommend poking your head out, even though I will be poking my head out later today in hopes of that it might have changed. We'll see if the sun pops out at any point during the day, but hopefully it will, but probably will not do, because the sun isn't playing peekaboo anymore, and it's we keep them bars coming. And I think it's raining still because it's actually coming off the balcony railing right now. So I would not recommend you poking your head out. Why is my voice so fucking monotone? It's driving me crazy. Like the tone of my voice is nuts at the moment, and I don't know what to say about it. I haven't heard my voice like this in 2 weeks either, so that might be a contributing factor. But it shouldn't sound like this. It's kind of bothering me, actually. I must admit. Anyways, other reports, live report maybe. I'm sick. Yeah, if you didn't notice or hear me talk about it for the last 5 minutes. No, but got a new job all of a sudden. Just popped out of the blue. Kind of similar, but it's also not that similar. So there's a difference. There's a difference there, right? And I've been hammering energy drinks like a fool. Like I've been drinking energy drinks like I'm addicted to it for some reason. Maybe I'm addicted to caffeine, and I just don't want to admit it. I've been drinking Celsius. I've been drinking Monsters. I've been drinking Red Bulls. I've been drinking whatever else you can be drinking. Whatever I can get my hands on that contains a lot of it, a lot of energy. That's what I want. It's what I want. So it's been a lot of that, and I'm not proud. It's not my proudest moment, I wouldn't say. I would say that it's probably in my top 20 proudest moments right now. And we are going in for the commercial right here, right now. That's what I feel my voice is sounding like at the moment, and it's not the best. But anyways, that's where I've been. Did a little bit of stretching this morning, which I haven't done in ages, and I could feel it, you know. I just thought that I was getting like a little bit sore in the muscles and like tense in the muscles when I worked out, but it actually, I haven't worked out in 2 weeks because I've been sick, obviously. All I've been doing is a little bit of walking this past week, but I actually was sore in the muscles. Like I couldn't really stretch out my hamstrings that well. There's strings of ham on the back of you, really. And it did feel like they were sore, like I had been working out this last week. But maybe that's just the sickness speaking. I'm not familiar with being sick, not to brag, but subtle flex. I rarely actually get sick. Like, I tend to stay healthy most of the time. I sometimes, but it happens to the best of us, and it happened to the best of us, which is me. So I took it in. I had it. It was like sore throat, headaches, fever, body aches, whatever else can aches. Anal aches. Had those for a little while. I'm not sure if it was the sickness or me just stuffing things up there, as usual. Lamps or toilet rolls or whatever I can get my hands on, as usual. Maybe that's the energy drinks, like the energy drink cans, just ramming those up inside there. Don't want to speak on that anymore, so we'll just move on to a different subject. But I've been wanting to start off being a little bit more healthy. I was planning on starting that like 2 weeks ago. Eating more healthy, losing a little bit of that, bulk weight that you gain during the winter, that hibernation weight that one gathers during the colder months of the year, it's one of those things where you just couldn't do it because you were sick, and that is not that fun, I must admit. And it's been a pain, obviously, so I couldn't do that, which I wanted to do. But now I'm gonna start getting into the more healthy things. I need to get in the groove of stuff, and I'm I've been thinking a lot about not to get deep. I hate to get deep on a podcast like this. I don't actually want people to get to know me. No, that's not the reason. But I think it's kind of like, it's interesting to listen to if you actually want to know the person. But if you don't want to know the person, then it's not actually that interesting. So that's why I feel like it's boring for this podcast. Like, this podcast needs to be wacky and zany and whatever other adjectives you can use to describe it in a corny and a little bit cringe way. But that's what I feel like the podcast need to be staying true to. So I don't want to get too deep, but I have been reflecting, like, what am I doing? One of those like epidemic crisis thoughts that you can get every once in a while. At least if you're normal. If you don't get those, you might wanna bang your head into a wall a few times, or maybe put your nose up someone's chimney. Is definitely what I was about to say, but you definitely want to take a fork and stick it into your hand, maybe once or twice, just for the sake of waking up, because that's what you need to do in that case. You need to be woken up, and it's not about that woke culture. It's more about just living like a bug, and just finding your place in life. No, but I feel like I'm not where I want to be. Obviously, I'm sitting here being sick and recording a podcast that me and my grandma listens to. Just kidding. By the way, JK, JK Rowling and that. And we keep moving, we keep rolling. And we are 12 minutes in approximately, and that is insane. Because I was watching the clock just a few minutes ago, and it was 5 minutes in. So I've been just going on this rant for about 7 minutes, 6 minutes, 7 minutes. That is good maths. Anyways, just been not watching a lot of movies, which I'm a little bit disappointed in. I always want to watch movies. I like movies, and I don't know what's flown into me. Maybe there's some bug crawling in my brain, or finding its way into my cranium at this very moment. But I haven't watched a movie in a long time. I don't even remember what the last movie I watched was. It probably was 47 Meters Down, that shark movie, because it happened to go on television. But I've been watching a lot of ice hockey, a lot of hockey, the last week actually, with the Stanley Cup playoffs and stuff. Just watching I really enjoyed the Tampa-Toronto series. It was really good. I thought it had this feistiness that not a lot of the other series seem to have, for some reason. I just like and I like to see Toronto lose. That's one thing that I like to see. But it was nice. It was nice with them winning for once in this Stanley Cup playoffs. Making it to round 2 for the first time in like 20 years or whatever. If I remember correctly, which I probably don't, but you don't have to correct me. I probably know I'm wrong. But anyways, that was a really good series. Liked it a lot. I started following the Panthers Bruins series late, because I thought Bruins were gonna get it done in like pretty quick. I thought it was gonna be like the Dallas Minnesota series, like they were gonna get the Panthers out of there pretty quickly, but they actually didn't. They actually lost last night, and to the Panthers, who beat them in overtime, and it was crazy, to be honest, because they had such a good season, like an historical a historical season with the President's Trophy. It was nuts. With like 65 won games out of 82, which is just nutsos, right? It's just nutsos. It's just nutmeg up in your grandma's ears, for all I know. But yes, that was a good series. I got into that series late, just the last 3 games, but it was good. It was good, and watched a little bit of the highlights from the Dallas-Minnesota one, but it was mostly just Minnesota trying to be too gritty. I think they focused a little bit on the wrong things in the series. I mean, and Roope Hintz has been a monster this postseason. He's just creating stuff, so much points, so many points, and so many scoring chances and stuff, and it's been crazy. And the other games, didn't expect Seattle to be pose any sort of threat to the Colorado Avalanche, but apparently they lost. You know, and it's so unpredictable. Like, the Seattle Kraken should not win against the Colorado Avalanche, but they did. So they are doing it. The New Jersey Devils got a rough start with their series against the Rangers, and now they tied it, and it's I think it's the Game 7 tonight. And we'll see how that goes. And it's probably the last one of them, I think, because Edmonton beat LA Kings, and they were the better team, so rightfully so. Vegas beat. What did they beat? Now I'm making a fool out of myself. But Vegas beat the Winnipeg Jets. That was the right call. So they are on to the next. So it's going to be interesting. Looking forward to what happens next. So yeah, it's going to be fun. And that's me rambling on about hockey for like 6 minutes, which is crazy. I don't think I should be getting into those topics, but as I said, I've been reeling into it this sickness week, because if I can't work out, you watch people work out, right? Choo choo. If you know, you know. And just lick my lips a little, and I'm just about gonna round up the episode. I think I don't want to keep this going for any longer, because my throat is not 100% yet. I'm still working on it. So I drank 2 liters of water right before this episode. No, but I drank a little bit of water, had a pastil or whatever you call them in English, and we're off to the races. And I think we're gonna end the race right here. Gonna end the human race right here, right now, with this podcast. No, I am gonna round it off. So I'm gonna wish you a very nice week. I'm gonna wish you a happy Monday. I'm gonna wish you a happy holiday if you're having a holiday right now. And take care of your loved ones. Take care of your unloved ones, your hated ones, your ride or die ones. You only live when you die once. If you don't believe in anything else, of course. But stay true to yourself. Like this video, subscribe, clip this or don't clip this. Have a nice and as David Voynich would have said, solidarity and peace and goodbye.